Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For the last few months, one of WWE's biggest mysteries has been the identity of who attacked Jade Cargill. Now, Nick Aldis has revealed who the attackers are, or at least who he thinks could be the guilty stars. Since Jade Cargill was injured and Naomi replaced her as Bianca Belair's partner and the new tag team champion alongside her, there have been rumors about her being responsible for the attack on Cargill. However, there was no proof other than the suspicions. Now though, Aldis has revealed Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez as the ones who attacked her, although there's still some doubt on SmackDown. After months of investigation, video footage surfaced of the night when Cargill was being loaded into the ambulance. Two stars are seen walking away from the ambulance, as Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan are spotted in the video. The two stars are now the ones alleged to have attacked Jade Cargill. Although a video of the actual attack was not shown, Bianca Belair and Naomi immediately decided to pursue the two Judgment Day stars, while Nick Aldis said he'd also talked to Adam Pearce about it on Raw. Morgan and Rodriguez have yet to respond in one of the most shocking moments in recent WWE SmackDown history. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis revealed a scandalous secret that has been shrouded in mystery for weeks. Jade Cargill's mysterious attackers had finally been uncovered. The revelation sent shockwaves through the WWE universe, drawing both excitement and confusion among fans, leaving the entire wrestling world speculating about the consequences that were about to unfold. The mysterious attacks. For weeks, fans of the WWE had been on edge after the sudden, unexplained attacks on Jade Cargill. The powerhouse, who made her debut on SmackDown with a reputation that could only be matched by a select few in the industry, had quickly established herself as one of the most dominant figures in professional wrestling. However, her rise to prominence was interrupted by a series of brutal assaults that left her physically and emotionally rattled. Each attack seemed more calculated and dangerous than the last, and despite the best efforts of SmackDown's security, the perpetrators were never caught on camera. Cargill, known for her raw strength and undeniable presence, was being reduced to a mere shadow of her former self. Her fans rallied behind her, demanding justice, while the WWE Universe's excitement about her matches turned into worry. Jade's characteristic confidence turned into vulnerability. She spent weeks in the shadows, hiding her injuries and piecing herself together before every return to the ring. She appeared on SmackDown's broadcasts only intermittently, each time with less and less of her previous fighting spirit. But the mystery of who could be behind the attacks remained. Nick Aldis enters the fray. Then, in a shocking turn of events, Nick Aldis, the charismatic former NWA World Champion known for his sharp mind and ruthlessness, stepped into the equation. For weeks, Aldis had been on the periphery of SmackDown's storylines, offering his insights as a commentator and taking occasional jabs at the top stars. But in a rare backstage segment, Aldis revealed something that no one saw coming. "I've been watching from the sidelines," Aldis began in his signature smooth yet intense manner. "I've seen the attacks on Jade Cargill, and I've watched as her career was torn apart. You know, in the world of professional wrestling, we all wear masks, some literal, some metaphorical, and I've uncovered a truth that has been hidden in plain sight. Cargill was never attacked by just anyone. She was attacked by someone who knew exactly how to break her, someone who understood her every move, her every weakness." Aldis leaned in closer to the camera, his voice dropping to a whisper. "And tonight, I'm going to reveal who was behind those attacks." The tension in the arena was palpable as fans leaned forward, eager to discover the truth. Was it a rival wrestler? A jealous competitor? Or something far more sinister? Aldis had promised answers, and the anticipation was at an all-time high. The big reveal. As SmackDown's cameras rolled and the world held its breath, Nick Aldis stood in the middle of the ring, the spotlight trained on him. He was ready to reveal the name that had been lingering in the shadows for far too long. "I'm going to tell you something that will leave the WWE Universe speechless," Aldis said, drawing out the moment for maximum impact. He slowly turned his gaze toward the entrance ramp. It was none other than. Before Aldis could finish his sentence, the lights in the arena flickered, and a sound of heavy footsteps echoed through the speakers. The crowd's reaction turned to confusion as the camera panned to the stage, but there was no one to be seen. Suddenly, a chilling, haunting voice echoed from the speakers. "You should have never crossed us, Aldis." The arena erupted into chaos. Fans gasped as the figure who had been behind the attacks on Jade Cargill finally revealed themselves. The lights came back on, and standing at the top of the ramp was none other than former WWE Divas champion, Aldis. The shocking twist. Aldis, once known for her Hollywood glam and vicious heel tactics, had been a notable figure in WWE's Divas division for years. However, her absence from the ring in recent months had raised questions about her future in the company. To everyone's surprise, she wasn't just standing there as a manager or supporting act. Aldis, alongside her newly formed alliance with a few unknown figures, was the mastermind behind Jade Cargill's torment. "I was never going to let a newcomer like Jade take what's mine," Aldis announced in a venomous tone. She thought she could waltz into SmackDown and take over the spotlight, the fame, the power, not without paying the price. Aldis stepped into the ring, and a hush fell over the crowd as her heels clicked against the mat. Behind her stood Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley, both dressed in dark, menacing attire that contrasted starkly with their usual personas. The trio was a force to be reckoned with, three women bound by a shared hunger for dominance, each with their own history of battle and betrayal. "We've been watching you, Jade," Rhea Ripley snarled. "We knew you were a threat the moment you showed up, and we knew how to destroy you." Toni Storm smirked, adding, "You're just the latest victim, sweetheart. Welcome to the family." The revelation was as shocking as it was inevitable. In a world of betrayal and manipulation, Aldis had masterminded an elaborate scheme to destroy Jade Cargill's career before it even truly began. The attacks had been designed to break Cargill physically and emotionally, to take her down without ever stepping into the ring for a true fight. Jade Cargill's return. The following week on SmackDown, Jade Cargill, who had been recovering from her injuries, returned to the ring to confront Aldis and her new allies. The WWE Universe was buzzing with excitement as Jade's music hit the arena, and the powerhouse emerged. Looking stronger than ever, the crowd erupted into applause, chanting her name as she made her way down the ramp. Cargill wasn't the broken woman they had seen weeks earlier. She was a force reborn. Her eyes were locked on Aldis, who stood confidently in the ring, ready for whatever Jade was going to throw at her. "You've made a huge mistake," Cargill shouted, her voice filled with fury. "You think you can break me? You think you can destroy what I've built? I'm just getting started." Aldis smiled, but there was a flicker of doubt in her eyes. She may have been the architect of Jade's torment, but now, with Jade standing before her, ready for retribution, things were no longer as clear-cut as they had been. Cargill stepped into the ring, and a battle of words turned into a physical clash as the two women locked eyes. The WWE Universe erupted in cheers as the first punches were thrown. Jade's raw power was on display as she took the fight straight to Aldis, while Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley tried to intervene. A brutal brawl ensued, but in the chaos, Jade fought with everything she had. Her resolve, once shattered, was now unbreakable. The fight escalated quickly, with Ripley and Storm attempting to overpower Cargill, but she wasn't about to go down easily. Just when it seemed like Aldis's alliance would overpower Jade, Charlotte Flair stormed down the ramp, her presence adding a layer of unpredictability to the situation. With a determined look on her face, Flair entered the ring and squared off with Ripley, giving Jade the opening she needed to take down Aldis. In the midst of the brawl, the WWE Universe had never been more alive. Fans knew that the stakes had just been raised. What started as a war of words and surprise attacks had escalated into a full-scale rivalry that was sure to change the landscape of SmackDown forever. The battle for supremacy. With the secret of Jade Cargill's attackers revealed, the stage was set for a monumental clash that would define the future of WWE's women's division. Jade, Aldis, Toni, Rhea, and Charlotte were now on a collision course, each with their own ambitions and motivations, but all vying for control of the spotlight. What started as a simple mystery of who had been behind Jade's attacks had turned into a war that could potentially change the balance of power on SmackDown. As the WWE Universe looked on, one thing was clear: the fight for supremacy was just beginning. Would Jade Cargill rise to the challenge and overcome the dark alliance that had tormented her? Or would Mirai and her faction finally have the dominance they had long sought? The WWE Universe eagerly awaited the next chapter in this epic story. No one could predict where the next attack would come from, but one thing was for sure: SmackDown would never be the same again. I hope you enjoyed this creative take. Let me know if you'd like any changes or additional elements added. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.